Naputol. Yo, naputol. In-invite na kita. Ayan. Ganun
Yeah.
pala yun. Napuputol. Hoy, overtime
Uh,
na tayo.
wala akong pakialam. Wala akong gagawin ngayon. For the first time, I've been able. I always see so much work going on with your students. And I'm just like, oy, sana all. Wala akong
Oo
ginagawa
nga
ngayon.
eh,
Pwede lang.
kasi
Wala akong
hindi
pambayad
pwede.
eh.
Hindi pwedeng mag-mix eh. Kating-kating nga ako kaya lang, nakabantay eh, hindi pwede. Pero anyways,
Ito.
oh.
I have,
Diba?
since overtime na tayo, gawin
Hmm.
natin last segment. Ako, parang scripted. Um,
Scripted.
have you seen the I forgot what it was called. Yung IG live ni Bea and John Lloyd.
Yeah, I knew it was ano.
I only saw the clips eh. So I was like, oy, parang totoo lang. I have a question
Hmm.
from my friend because he's actually watching at the moment. Pero
Ah,
he's using his Finsta. Alam mo yung ibig sabihin ng Finsta?
ah,
Okay, so my Instagram account, like what I
sige.
have and what you have now.
Ah,
I actually don't do this kasi pagod ako sa social media after having one account. I don't want another. But a
okay.
Finsta is when you have like a private Instagram.
Okay.
So isa pa na private lang, no one can see it. Except
Okay.
for a small group of select people.
Oh,
And
ano
so
yan?
he doesn't want anyone to know his Finsta. Sabi niya sa akin, because he wants to have lessons with you.
Oh.
Pero wala daw siyang pambayad. So,
Ay, wala.
sabi niya, what's the
Hi, Mikey.
tanong ko ba to? Sabi niya, okay, you can answer this however you want. What is the furthest extent someone has gone to in order to insult you negatively on social media?
On
Or in
social
other
media,
words,
not in the
yeah, like what is
workshop.
the like in the workshop? It's in the workshop, eh. Like whatever you
It's in
say
the
in the
workshop,
workshop, it's
so
in the
ako
workshop.
pa nga nagsasabi, murahin mo nga ako. Ako pa yung
Oo,
nagaganon eh. 'Di ba?
yeah.
So hindi counted yun. Sa
In social
social
media, like
media,
for me, example lang to, I found this so funny. This is one of the first times where I've really like I was laughing. I actually sent this to my friends. I was having so much fun with the experience. Ako may Mobile Legends account ako,
mm,
right? And I
mm,
play this. I love this game. And I've posted my account, like my username.
mm.
And what I found so funny, so I multiple times in the past I've shown my username, so people know it. It's public,
Oo.
like
Hindi mo naman
just
tinatago.
yeah, it's
Mm,
fine. Like if I don't want to play the game with them, I don't need to. I'm just playing with my friends. But of course, people can add me.
mm.
Um, so this one person, ang labo talaga. They come on, and when you have a Mobile Legends account, you can see like how many games you've played. So I've played 3,000 games over the last year, something like over a year and a half, something like that. Dami ah, that's a lot. That's a lot. But this person has played like 10 games, which is like in the minimum to get past the tutorial phase of
Okay.
the game. So this person was commenting on the pictures that I have on my account.
Ah,
And I was like, usually it's fine. It's fine. I don't really mind. People, again, one of the reasons, and this is because of my faith. I want to say this to you. Kwento ko din
ah.
sa'yo because I have a lot to tell.
Okay.
Um, and this is to anyone who's always, parang, I know I'm gonna get like some backlash from saying this, but okay lang sa akin because I'm sharing my faith. When you're secured in your identity as a son of God,
Mm,
the term "only God can judge me" is true. And
mm.
people can say whatever you want about anything, but you know your truth and you know God's truth.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay lang yun. Like people can say whatever they want. So back to the story, this person was commenting spaces on my pictures, and when you
Okay.
comment a space, it's just a blank. Parang you can comment with a sentence or you can comment with a space. So it's like your username pops up on the picture, pero walang comment.
Okay.
So this person was spamming the pictures, and I was like, okay, sino to? Like, do I know this person? So I checked the profile. Ay, hindi ko kilala. So, wala.
Dead
Ignore
man.
lang. Deadma lang. And then the person messaged me because sometimes you can get the messages. And the person's like, "Oh, I saw you. You check my account. Let me take this chance to." Tas minura niya ako, ang dami niyang sinabi. And I was laughing because on Mobile Legends, it only shows you the last three people to check your account.
Oh.
And a lot of people can check your account. I have like there are like 500 people, 5,000 people that have like follow me. I think I
Oh.
on the game.
Oh.
So out of 5,000, imagine how many rotations of those three slots.
Yeah.
So this person's constantly checking the
Oh
slot.
my gosh. Obsessed with
So
you.
it, and the funny thing is, okay, I'll list it. They made a Mobile Legends account just for that. They check the three slots. They comment with spaces. So parang tawang-tawa ako because like I realized na I just wanted to say like kumusta yung ECQ mo? I didn't know what to do. So in the end I just blocked it. But it was just so funny in the end. Also, if anyone wants to play Mobile Legends, add nyo lang ako. And kung magaling kayo, I'll add you back. Si Kuya Alden kasi magaling. Mataas yung rank yun.
Oh, grabe naman si
So,
Alden. May sarili
pero,
yata siyang like he has this super high-tech PlayStation. I mean game
iba yung
station.
PlayStation.
Iba nga yung
Sakit
PlayStation, kaya pinatak
sakit
na
sa tenga.
game station. Wala na ko alam sa ganyan.
Actually, there are original teams. Like, ako, fan ako ng, like, esports teams from Mobile Legends. One of them is, Bren Esports. That's my team. That's the team I support. But there were different seasons of, like, the tournaments and stuff, like, of Mobile Legends. And he's actually part of the OBS Gaming. OBS Gaming is one of the original groups or like teams. So I was like, uy, paano sumali doon? Like this guy is, if kung ako, addict ako, my highest
Diba?
score, like in the season, kasi may mga season, explain ko na sa'yo, I can see your brain moving.
Freezing.
And in a season, or si RJ nag-comment, it was me. Hi RJ. No bro, it wasn't you. So yun, in a season, my highest ever score was like 400 points of the highest rank. In the current season, si Kuya Alden is like over 1,000 already. And that's not even his highest yet. So, woo, a long way to go.
Grabe. I mean, so he spent a lot of time in Mobile Legends.
or he's good.
Or
Like
he's
if you
really
have
good.
like if the in the game itself it's 5 versus 5. So if you have a good team around you, if you play with pro players, you'll learn. Like I started playing with some really good players. Um from the Eruption squad, yung si Kuya Eruption, Kuya Eric.
Uh,
And like they're so good because it's like I realized how people can say na sport na talaga yung esports. Pero nakikita
Oo
ko na
nga eh.
yung brain mo sumasabog na. So, yun
Hindi,
na.
di ba
Ano
kasi
yung
nakita ko, isasama na siya sa Olympics, di ba? Or something like that.
iba yun.
Iba pa yun. Ipapasok na yan, di
Layo.
ba? Ipapasok
Ang
na
layo, Miss Ana. Parang
Ipapasok
League
na
of
yan sa
Legends.
Olympics.
Basta I think PC game yun, but that's even it's the same type of game. Like it's a MOBA game. So what's your answer to the question? What's the furthest someone's
Social
ever gone to
insulted
insult you
me sa
online?
social
Yeah.
media. Namataba ako, pero tinawanan ko lang eh. Wala.
Even for me, I say that. But and
Yeah.
then out of context, yun, out of context. There's
Oo,
nothing wrong.
oo.
Love yourself and all that. Pero during workshops, it's all emotions. Eh. So whatever you
Yeah.
say, it's all there in the
It's all in
context
the
of a
context
workshop
of an
to express.
exercise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wala ko. Tsaka, it's hard. Mahirap akong pikunin.
Mm.
Kung meron man, what gets to me is when I am being pawned to hurt an actor
Mm. So
in
ginagamit
social
ka, for
media.
example.
Pag ginagamit ako para insultuhin, like noon pa yan with Marian Rivera, because Marian, you know, she had a very strong personality and we happen to be very close. And like the haters use me or use my social media
Mm.
as a platform for the fans to fight, mga ganyan. Pag ganun, dun ako napipikon. Or basta
For
yung
me,
mga ganyan.
parang,
Yung
alam mo
basta
naman to.
when I'm being weaponized or my platforms, Facebook, especially Instagram, if it's used as a platform to hurt other actors or get into the lives of other actors, yon, dun ako napipikon. Kasi I'm
May isa pang
there.
way that you get
Ano
annoyed.
ba?
Yun, nagpapadala ako ng mga emojis ng nag-hachi. Yung
Yun
hachi.
lang. Oo, yan. Hindi, pero puro pa-cute yan eh. Kayo naman mga nagpa-cute ko naman si Jati Kerry lang yan eh. Oo, kasi ano yung tag to? Hypochondriac ako eh. Pero
Mm.
yun, basta yun lang naman yung, kung sa akin, kung ako directly to me, I'm not easily napipikon. Call me fat, call me a lousy teacher. I'm very secure with who I am, with what I can give, what I can deliver, and my bank account. You know, like it talk.
Alam ko, Miss Ana. Dapat may cut ako dun eh.
Nadulas ako doon, hindi ako naka-filter.
Okay lang,
Hindi, pero
wala
I'm
na.
very confident with like my roster of students who work with me, those who have improved. So, hindi mo ako mapapaano sa, hindi siya magaling na teacher, ganyan, ganyan. Or, hindi mo ako mapapaan dyan, or sa itsura ko, or sa weight ko, or whatever. Kasi, it's when my actors are being you. Parang it's when I'm being pawned to get
To
info
hurt.
or to hurt
To
the
get info or, okay.
to get info,
Mm.
to hurt the actors, to get quoted, to ganon, yung mga ganon, yan talagang, kaya hindi ako showbiz, kaya kasama yan sa kasama yan sa kung bakit di ako comfortable sa big crowds if
Mm,
it's not a
okay.
performance. Kasi sino
I get
to?
that.
Tulog
That's
na, tulog na po, ha, ha, ha. Matulog na kayo. Nag-uusap pa kami.
nag-enjoy ako dito. This is the first time I've talked to someone in a very long time for more than 5 minutes. At nag-enjoy ako dito. Because I FaceTime naman with some of my friends, but like, iba yung conversation as well.
Mm.
So, ano lang, isked natin yung next para may kausap ako. Kasi ngayon, kanina, kinausap ko lang yung yung langit. I was like, watching the stars, like, what does God have? I was talking to the wall, I was talking to the door. I was like, I don't have a organic being to talk to, so ito
As
na.
long as the walls don't answer you back, you're fine.
Oh, they answered. Oh, wala.
Oh my God. Patay tayo
Hi.
dyan. Patay tayo
Wala, hindi.
dyan.
Ayoko pa matulog. Because I woke up late. Kasi the whole week I was doing stuff like I said earlier in the live,
Mm. Mm.
and then I have actually something that I have to do today, or I should have done today, but sabi ko bukas na lang because tomorrow is the deadline, so I can't do it tomorrow. But it would have been better in terms of work if I did it today, pero I just took the day off because like
Because
I
you're so
realize
busy.
now no, honestly,
It's
I'm doing more work
Sunday.
now than I was doing before ECQ.
Mm.
As
Really?
in, ang dami kong ginagawa. Ang weird, ang weird. Because at the moment, I think ito yung mentality ng production. Uy, wala
Uh,
silang excuse.
uh,
Walang excuse,
uh,
they can't say na busy ako. Which is true. You don't have a lot to be busy for at the moment.
as long as you have good internet, though.
Ay,
Ako
wala.
din, ganyan sa mga estudyante ko, oy, wala silang excuse, nasa bahay sila. Anong content? They have so much time. Gumawa sila ng content,
Mm-mm.
pero gumawa pa rin sila ng assignment nila. Ganyan din ako eh.
I've always been interested in, alam mo naman to, in learning how to teach.
Mm.
Yeah. Yun lang.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Kasi feeling ko, honestly, like, I would, I don't want to say I would excel. I don't, that's not the word, but like, it's something I would like to do. Na parang, for
Yeah, when
me,
you're
honestly, I've always loved explaining things more after I've like experienced it. I like doing that more than I like doing the actual work, like craft.
mm.
Yun. That's for
Meron
me, ah.
tayong
Like, I'm not saying I
yeah,
hate my job, but
yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Ako like you know how people say, she's like a teacher is a teacher because she's not successful as an actress. Parang ganun. It's
yeah,
not
those
that.
who don't do
Those
teach.
who
Parang
can't,
yun.
yeah, those who can't do teach. It's not that. I really am very, very, very interested in the human behavior. You know it, right? You know
Yeah.
when the actors just finally like break through something, iba eh. But what I can say is that if you struggled as an actor, you would be a good you would be a good teacher.
Yeah. Because
You
you
know
know the
why?
blocks.
You know the blocks.
Yeah.
It's
And I know the
hard to
block.
be yeah. It's hard to be a really good teacher. And I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But it's hard to be a good teacher when everything has always been easy for you. Like you
Mm.
don't have a problem accessing your vulnerability or your anger or your sadness or your love, happiness, whatever. Kung wala kang blocks, paano mo maituturo yung mga may block sa ganun?
Mm.
Kasi it might not be as simple as that. Yun ang ano doon. Kaya, like,
For me,
ang
the
ano lang,
course I wanted to get before. I sorry, go, go.
ang ano lang dyan, ang pinaka, I always try to smell. Because I haven't really trained a teacher yet. It's hard. Kasi there is a certain level of groundedness and selflessness. Do I make sense?
Mm.
When you're teaching, your ego has to be outside the room.
Yeah, someone actually just said, some people say teaching is controlling, which I get because there are teachers like that love the
Power.
parang power of, you know, controlling the growth of a student,
Mm,
which is dangerous, which is
very
addicting,
dangerous. Very dangerous
which
for the
is
student and for the teacher. There are students who crave for that. Yung para bang the approval. Meron akong, I have a few students right now who are like that na sinaslap down ko eh.
ako din dati. Not like this is what I talked about earlier about worshiping false idols. Na parang when you especially like for me, you know when parang how do I say this? Before, especially I want to say like 2016, 2018 when I really started in the industry.
Mm.
Before I started intensely working with you, um there were times that of course I want the good comments from the directors. I want good
Mm.
comments from a good feedback on the movies, on
Mm.
performances, from producers and so on.
Mm.
And then I realized it's really not good. Like if you should never um kasi you will never be fulfilled ever, regardless of what you do, ever. Um, so when you do something for approval or for validation, wala. It will
Wala
always
eh.
fall short. Ganun ako. That's why I have the right to talk about that kasi naranasan ko yan dati.
Yeah, yeah. Um, my colleague in New York asked me, sabi niya, you know when you're performing on stage, when you're doing your opera, do the applause really help you? Like, do you crave for the applause?
Yeah.
And I said, it would be nice to get applause, but it doesn't do it for me. What does it
Mm.
for me really is when internally I know I hit it.
Yeah. Like you don't need people to tell you when you're like, ah, I
Yeah,
killed it.
kasi in my head, I don't know if kasi pinalaki ako ng dad ko na ganun na, Anna, you can always manipulate applause. It could be controlled by marketing. It could be controlled by just belt out high notes, you get applause. You know, it could always be manipulated.
Yung mga
But the
signs like that says clap. They have like the flashing
yeah,
signs that say clap.
mm, oh, even what followers could be bought. I mean,
Yeah,
votes
for
could
sure.
be bought. It's it's really it's an internal thing, and it could be just 1 second. Believe me, yung lahat ng months of rehearsal and practice and going to college for that, it all boils down to a good 5 seconds. Tapos balik trabaho ka na
Mm.
naman. But that 5 seconds, para siyang chip na bibigyan ka ulit ng para bang full life na naman. Parang ganun. It's ano eh,
Oh,
it's a ikaw.
those are very rare moments. For me, I've had that very. I don't remember the last time. I'm like, actually, I do. After yung MMK,
Mm.
yung Gavin Max. Um,
Ganda nun.
because I remember. No, I'm just kidding. First time kasi na sinabi mo na maganda. So, kinilig ako ng konti. Umihi ako ng 3 drops.
Oh
So,
my God.
sorry. Um, because of that, na, kasi the only thing I did there was available stimulus.
Mm.
So, that was beautiful because it was just Maya and I there. Like,
Mm.
I love, I direct Kevin was great because he just let us do whatever.
Mm.
He guided us on the technical side and what he wanted from the scene, pero
Mm.
he just he really let us whatever our technique was, whatever our process was,
Mm.
he let us do it. And I remember there were some scenes that parang the biggest crying scene. I'll tell this to you. The biggest crying scene where Max had passed away already. Where I was kasi the real
Yung you
story
were at the
goes,
door,
the,
papasok ka,
yeah, dumating si Gab 15 minutes after
late.
Max
Oo.
died. 15 minutes late. Oh my goodness, the pain. But the scene that we shot right before that scene was yung nung pumasok si Gab na kumakanta ng Happy Birthday. Hindi Happy
Mm.
Birthday, yung favorite song nila.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so he comes in crying. And so that was like nag-ipon ako ng emotion ko dun. So I was like crying there. It was a long take as well, multiple takes. And then they said, Edward, you want to shoot it now or you want to shoot it later? Gusto mo mag pahinga na.
Uh,
I said, let's shoot it right now because in that moment I was still there.
uh,
Pero when they after the setup and when they were already taking, I was so dry. I was so dry. I was like I ran out of and like dun sila Miss Yayo. I love Ate Yayo. I've worked with her on 3 different projects. I love her. If ever I need like a mom at si
she's
Miss
so
Yayo
easy,
yun,
no? She's so
okay na.
open and easy. Yeah.
All I have to do is hug her and I
Mm.
start crying. So at that point, yinakap ko na si Miss Yayo. Wala. Mai's dead. She opens her eyes and looks at me. It's like, wala. And like, and this is how I know that Direct Kevin is gonna be such a great director.
Mm.
Because he has first directorial work.
Yeah.
Um,
He's the
as head.
writer in MMK, diba?
He was a researcher before, I
Ah,
think, head researcher.
researcher.
Like for
Okay.
I think it was 6 years. Forgive me if I'm wrong, direct, but he never cut. I was there for at least 10 minutes, not doing anything. 10 minutes of continuous rolling. Most directors would have cut by then. I even
Yeah.
signaled for him to cut.
Uh,
Wala. So ang ginawa ko, tumayo ako, and then somehow things happened. Yung primal
Primal
moan.
Moon. Yeah.
Tapos it worked in the end, and it was only because patay na si Maymay doon in the
Mm.
scene.
Mm.
She was dead, and so walang available stimulus.
Mm.
And Miss Yayo was at my back,
Mm.
so wala eh.
Mm.
And
Mm.
then it
Wala
didn't really
kang ka.
work.
Oh.
Yeah, to bounce off. But that was the first time really. I felt, or the last time as well, that I felt that it was tough, but it was so fulfilling doing the story
Mm.
because for the first time ever, I was telling the story of a real couple. And
Yeah.
I'd shaken hands with the father. I'd hugged the
Oh, you
mother.
have.
I'd seen her sister, Max's sister. I'd met Gab. I'd spoken to him, and
He
parang
was in
that's
the
the first
workshop,
time.
remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. But
He
even
sang.
on the set,
Ah,
the every taping day, the family was there.
wow.
Um, and parang even until now, sort of semi in contact.
Mm.
And like I'd seen the family, and so now that's why it was such a responsibility as well.
Mm.
Because like of course there are sometimes like in other projects like if you get really tired, na parang di naman totoo ng story, I can just like sort of
Mm.
just get through it.
Mm.
You know, I'll admit to that. I've had that before where I gusto ko lang tapusin, gusto ko lang umuwi. 2 a.m., 2:30
Mm.
a.m. na gusto ko umuwi. But this time that I remember there are times where my was asking for like a take four after okay na yung take three
Ah,
because
talaga?
we just wanted parang more than getting the praise for doing something good.
Mm.
It was like come on, the girl Max passed away and this is her story. So if we
Yeah.
don't give this justice and we end up do going to heaven, I'm gonna see her and gonna be like sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the family's there, they're watching every take. So parang there's
Yeah,
a
you know
big deal
what?
there.
I was in New York na, di ba? Nag-workshop tayo here and then I flew to New York. So I wasn't
Yeah,
in the
iniwan mo
Philippines.
kami.
Nangyayari naman, no? Grabe, hindi naman ako nagkulang i-prepare kayo. Hindi, I remember and I was like, very, my only texted me once na, di ko magana yung available
During,
yeah, during.
yeah,
I said, pinapangunahan mo. Pinapangunahan mo. Oo nga po. Tapos tahimik na. But how was she there? Was she more critical or less critical than before?
she, her, she was there, so there. There
Oh
was
yeah.
one time, natakot ako. There was this like second last scene. This was after all of my big heavy scenes,
Mm.
like crying scenes, and this was my favorite scene possibly, or one of my favorite scenes in the whole episode. Na parang Gab and Max dance with each other kahit
Mm.
wala yung left leg
Oo.
ni Max.
Na-amputate na.
Left leg ba? Yeah, na-amputate na and they were dancing. And that was, I think, most of the lines in that scene, we said it in a different way. Very simple, but in a different way from the script.
Mm.
Um, and my mom was there, and the scene before that was an extreme, like, inis siya. She's like telling me to leave. She's telling
Mm.
Gab, iwan mo na lang ako para hindi ka masaktan.
Mm.
Um, and during the setup, ang tagal ng setup, lighting pa lang. They had to change battery when suddenly the puno yung memory card. They had to do that. And
Mm.
Mama was literally getting like,
Irritated na.
no, like irritated. I was like worried na, kaya
Ah.
niya ba? And
Ah.
then as soon as the take, dire-diretso, like parang gripo yung luha niya. So I was like, oh, awesome, great. And then she told me afterwards, like, sorry if you were taken off guard kasi ginamit ko lang yung inis ko, like
Ah.
to add. So like, you know all about that already. And it was awesome. I love
Yeah.
that. Um, like
Natuto na
honestly, if I were to
mag-include.
get another, yeah, to get another MMK, I'll still be I would still be scared even though I've done it. Hindi naman scared, but it's a really big deal doing an MMK or
Alam mo
doing
naman
any
kasi,
heavy acting work.
pag MMK, alam mo na. Diyos ko. Life or death, life or death.
No, literally, sometimes literally, the story is about life or
Life
death.
or death. Oo, correct. Yeah. Ang ganda, alam kong maganda talaga kasi my students are using it in their scene work. I
No
would get,
way.
yes, yes, yes. And sometimes I would get irritated. Kinakat ko kasi ba't ina-acting mo katulad ni Maymay? Ginaganon ko talaga. No, 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 no. Talk to me about the character. I know that character. I know that. I know that episode. I so know that episode way more than you do. Talk to me about the character. Kasi ginagaya ang acting yung dalawa. Shit.
Wala,
Kaya alam mo,
I had
kaya,
that too. Even that. I had that. Dame, oh my gosh. You know, I would copy everything on teleserye. Yung parang, for example, ito yung shot. For example, the camera is the shot. Yung parang nag-iisip siya. Parang sitcom.
oh,
Starting here, beginning of the scene.
yan
Parang,
na. Pikpak. O, pikpak
oh
mo
my
dito,
gosh.
pikpak mo dyan. Oo.
Ay, ayoko.
Ayun. Masarap.
I want to
The
be part of
action.
these workshops, man.
I know, but we don't want to
Ayoko ng away.
away. Naman na stress. Diyos ko, enjoy na lang
Mm.
natin buhay. Pero I don't know how to fix while we're on ECQ, I want to form a group and do a weekly workshop of actors, not people from outside lang, of actors na who would feel safe enough to have workshops with me with siguro mga 6, 7 people, 8 people to 10 people, 10 actors on Zoom. And then pero one-on-one, but everyone observes and everyone does an exercise. Or we can already start doing character work or scene work. Parang
Start sa exercise para may icebreaker. Para may
pwede rin.
tiwala agad.
Oo,
Oo.
pwede rin. But I don't know, like, I might, inaayos ko pa kasi I'm also wary about, they have to be probably my students na rin.
Okay lang. For me,
Oo, kasi,
yeah. There's the unwritten rules that you learn parang about privacy and stuff. So,
yeah, I'm very wary about
kailangan.
privacy.
Yeah.
Alam mo naman ako, ayoko ng, naamoy ko palang chismoso. Hindi ko
Basta
na.
game ako basta may walang bayad.
Wala. Tinatry ko nga itong weekly thing. I might do a weekly 2-hour thing, group workshop on specific topics na. Or maybe just on
Sige, game
irreverence
ako.
or on vulnerability or on character work, on relationship work. You know, yung hindi na ganun ka-basic. Kasi kung basic, daming
Mm.
tatrabahuhin.
I actually started change of topic. I actually started writing poetry. Wow. Very recently. And I
Hindi ba?
remember you told me, hindi. Over a week ago.
Oh.
Uy, grabe naman. Wag na lang.
Hindi,
Ikaw
sige,
masyado.
go. Hindi,
Hindi.
ano.
I
Good
started writing
boy.
it.
Very good.
No, again, to everyone listening now, she's again, Miss Anna's always parang, there's expressing in acting, there's expressing in the workshop, but of course, expressed through um, different ways as well. Because it's all about understanding your emotions. Dun ako. I've written fully 2 so far. I'm not gonna share it, no way. Sobrang,
Really?
that's the closest I'll ever get to. That is like equivalent, like how do I say
Super
this in English?
exposing. Super exposing
No, in a
emotionally.
way, yes, but it's like in literature, in terms of literature, it's the equivalent of a sex tape. Parang ganun.
I
It's not. I'm not saying that
know.
ganun yung topic, but it's
Okay.
personal to me
Yeah.
in terms of my heart, my
It's
emotions.
very raw, revealing. It
Yeah,
makes you feel very exposed and naked. Yeah.
yeah.
Can you not? Di ka pa have you, wala na naman. Have you tried,
Okay, bumalik na.
ayan. Have you tried making short films?
Paano ako mag-short film sa loob ng condo ko?
Make ng content. Hindi naman kailangan, I don't know, pero, create kang content.
Ako, hindi naman. medyo busy ako sa mix at the moment and stuff.
Dami mong
Like
trabaho kasi.
for me that's already a form of like a di naman, not just content but expressing. Kasi how do I say this? When you're talking about spiels, and actually my instruction sa akin, Edward, wag masyadong matagal yung chika ngayon kasi medyo mabagal yung internet ni Direct, mahihirapan siya mag-download. So I was like, okay. Because when you're talking, because literally all it is, literally this is my background for Mixed Daily Top 10. Ito na yun eh, kama ko. Tapos Jabin is there, holding the camera, and then all I'm doing is, okay, ito yung spiels ko. Okay, introduce main Mendoza challenge, and then introduce SB19, blah blah blah, as the
Ah,
next song. So yun ang nakasulat dun sa script, and there's like one short thing that you can talk about. Eh,
mm,
syempre, hosting is the art of conversation. So that, but from one little piece of information, you can make a whole topic. I learned that from Robbie. I learned that from
mm,
Ata Ai and all that. For everyone at Mix, na parang kung paano mag-stretch and stuff like
mm,
that.
mm.
Um, so that for me is a way of parang filming and making, you know, one short film or something like that. Ako personally, I don't want to be the one in the short film if ever. Gusto ko na creative backwork lang
You don't
ako.
have to
Hindi
be the
yung
one in the short film, but you should start writing with that in mind. That you
writing a
must
short film.
writing a short film, and when you get the chance, shoot your short film. You know why?
I'll think about writing something first.
You
I
know
want to do that.
why? There are a lot of short film festivals. Padala ka na ng padala.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. I mean, in Europe, you're European. Hello. Even in Cinemalaya, you can submit and join competitions. Submit ka lang ng submit
Para saan? Like, okay, I understand you, I hear you, but for what's the end goal here?
to win.
Tapos,
Wala lang.
hear me out. Like, okay.
That, because you're built, if, for example, in the future you see yourself as a filmmaker or a creator or a writer, it would be nice to start not for the purpose of building your repertoire or your body of work, but learning how to make films, learning how to communicate your stories through film or through writing.
I would need to. For me, honestly, I've always, if I've, you know me already. I've already thought about doing that stuff and script writing, especially, since that is what I've always wanted to do.
Mm.
But parang, I need a Direct Paul. Direct Paul is the director I can compare you to. Na parang I need someone who's really good with, kasi ako personally, hindi ako magaling sa mga camera angles. When I have to take
Oh yeah.
pictures for like postings, kahit postings lang for an endorsement, ako
Mm.
nahihirapan ako dun.
But at least
1,000 shots.
for no, but for at least for shorts, it's just right now. Just telling a story. Don't think of technicals first because you're gonna learn that from people like Derek Paul.
Yeah.
But it's giving just telling your story through the eyes of the camera, if you're able to do it. You can
Tingnan natin.
ask, you can ask people around you to give you feedback or to teach you how to do it. But first things first is unique kasi ang utak mo eh.
No, special child.
Special child ka eh. Masyado kang
Inside
sensitive.
joke namin yun, guys. There's no offense meant and
Oo,
anything like that.
oo.
But inside joke namin yun.
Ito si Edward pag
Wow.
nag-workshop, hinahayaan ko lang. Kung magsalita, grabe. Yung parang feeling mo end of the world na, hayaan mo lang siya. Huwag mong sasabayan. Siya rin
Wala.
sasabihin niya, iba rin ako bukas.
Oh, hey,
Diba?
that is something. Hey, okay, if this is the last thing we talk about, then, again, I could go until 5 a.m., but I know you're probably sleeping at the moment. Pero eto na, I've been even trying to, through mix, through everything like that, gusto ko i-break yun, yung stereotype na yun. Like
Sensitive ka?
there's a stereotype. No, 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 no. I'm fine with being sensitive. I'm happier being sensitive. Dati inis na inis ako na sensitive ako.
Ah.
But um there's a difference between being sensitive and understanding you're sensitive and knowing how to handle it. Parang
Mm.
before people think now pag lalaki ka, tas sensitive ka, tas hindi ka nag-express or guys that don't express, ay yun ang macho, yun ang man. That's like I want a man. Okay, kung yun ang gusto mo, I can't say anyway. But never say na parang we actually discussed this on Mix, like unpopular opinion, real men cry. Yeah. Not necessarily, I'm not saying if you don't cry, you're not a man. But na parang if you do cry, okay, you're expressing your emotions. So parang crying in general is just the excess or overload of an emotion. Like so when you're
Overwhelming
afraid,
form of emotion, yeah.
you're an overwhelming form of emotion. So parang I really like there are a lot of people in the industry that agree with me as well, which I'm happy because hindi ako baliw. uh,
Yeah.
there are guys like a lot of people complain and girls tell me if I'm wrong in this. A lot of girls complain, "Oh man, I want a man that understands my emotions, that can handle my emotions." Okay, then don't go with the guy that doesn't know how to do that. Parang ganun. So like you're preaching to the choir, but you're not letting them sing. Parang ganun.
I don't know if they get that yeah. Yeah.
But you get what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Especially no, Edward, especially here in the Philippines. Men are
Yes.
supposed to be macho. That way.
Totoo.
That way. Pagtatawanan especially in different regions, pagtatawanan ka kung umiiyak kang lalaki ka umiiyak. Or pagtatawanan ka kung ikaw yung lalaking madaldal.
Mm-mm.
Oh, and daldal mo pa naman. Minsan yung workshop natin nauubos sa daldal mo eh.
Wait, I'm
Diba?
paying you. Wag kang
Oo nga.
magreklamo.
Sige. Oo, laway mo yan. Oo. Hindi, pero, yeah, I think being able to cry, whether kasi mas bukas naman ang utak ko, no? But being able to express, not cry, express your feelings is a right of a human being. Whether you be a man or a woman or gay,
Yeah.
straight, whatever. It's a right. Whether or not whether it is and whichever kind of expression that might be. Pwedeng iiyak mo, pwede mong ilabas sa boxing, pwede mo ilabas sa music. Alam mo yon, hindi
As long as you express it.
as long as you express it, because
Yeah.
not being able to express it is not healthy. Alam mo
And
yan.
actually, someone said, lumang notion yun. Oo, tama naman. Like, a lot of people have been saying that for years. But no one has really accepted it. Alam mo yun, parang it's something that's said, best foot forward answer. But no one really,
No one
hindi
dare.
naman no one.
No one
But
dare
like,
really.
it's not culturally accepted.
Mm-mm.
In theory, oo.
Mm-mm.
Pero in practice, hindi.
In Germany, mas lalo na, di ba? Or in UK.
I know.
Okay?
Oh my goodness. Ako, nung bata ako, when I mean bata, I mean like 11, 10, 11, 12.
Oh.
Ako yung, ayoko sabihin chick magnet, but I was chubby. Ang laki ng cheeks ko, ang laki ng rolls ko. Yung six fat. At syempre yung mga, of course, ang gusto ng mga babae noon at that age, mga 10 years old, is yung mga nakikita nila sa Disney movie. So a chubby kid, we pinch the cheeks and cute. Biglang dumating yung puberty. Dumating yung mga athletes na may abs. Ay, yun ang nagbago lahat. And I was always the sensitive guy in school. Ako yung mediator ng mga may relationship. I'm not saying I'm perfect and I know love. I don't. Pero I know my friends. I know how they work. And I understood the girls because I was sensitive. So to the point that there were people who even thought na, baling mo si Edward? Kasi I had so many girl friends. Hindi yung girlfriends, pero yung girl na friends.
Yeah.
So, I always grew up like that. And all the time. The only guys that had a girlfriend in Germany were yung athletes or yung mga fit guys.
Mm.
Which I'm looking back on it, I'm happier doing that. Happier that I went through my life being the sensitive kid.
Yeah.
Kaysa yung may abs ako. What's up, ladies? Mga ganun.
Yeah. So, sa'yo nag-hangout talaga ang girls kasi yung sarap mong kakwentuhan. And
Kasi
you listen to them.
nag-emote
Gets mo
sila. Oo. Like even like that's how I understood. Like I one of the reasons why I wanted to pursue psychology in school is to try and understand women. There's a quote online that said, "When you think you understand women, that's when your goose is truly cooked." So ibig sabihin nun, that's when your brain is fried. Like that's when you're truly crazy, when you think that you can understand women, which is true because men and women speak completely different languages.
Yeah.
There's no way that there is no guy that can say, I understand women. I gets ko sila. No, you don't. Nice try.
No, it's
But
always like taking their women's temperature all the time. Iba-iba ang temperature ng babae. Ang lalaki, mas simple. Kung ayaw-ayaw,
yeah,
kung gusto-gusto,
that's true.
mas simple.
Yeah,
Mas matagal nga lang mag-mature.
true. Very true.
Ang
Unless
babae,
put into situations na kailangan mag-mature.
yeah. Dami natin pinag-usapan in fairness.
Kaya nga.
Ito yung longest
Bukas ulit.
was.
Wala akong kausap dito eh. Medyo
Pagod ka na kay
napagod
Laura.
ako. Kay Laura, oh my goodness. Nag-aaway kami ni Laura pag ano. Lalo, no, honestly, pag stressed ako, like yes, I'll admit to this wholeheartedly. I have no problem. A couple of days ago, I mentioned before that yung long list of things I had to do. As in, sobrang dami. I had to shoot this, I had to record this, I had to reply to my boss. And syempre, pag when you're replying to your boss, kailangan ayos yung message. I had to get all this sorted. I had to organize. Dami yung like responsibilities and stuff. And at that time, the whole day, literally, I was proud of myself because I was sorting it out by myself. But the whole day I was thinking, okay, at the moment, I'm not going to get the reply. I can't send the footage now kasi kailangan ko yung Wi-Fi. So what can I do now? So parang there's always, parang Tetris, you have to work around the situation. But then there are times na parang, I'm talking about Wi-Fi, for example. Short lang, I just comment about the Wi-Fi. Tapos biglang nagiging debate tayo kay Laura. She starts talking about, hindi naman ganyan. Ito yung talaga nangyayari. Short, when I'm stressed, short yung answers ko.
Dito ka na
Straight,
nagre-reklamo
rough.
sa Instagram.
Okay lang. Hindi, nag-apologize naman ako kay Laura, so it's fine.
Okay.
I don't ever want to give the impression that I'm perfect, that my family is perfect.
Relationship.
No. Yeah. I'm human. I swear to tumatay din ako. And so does Laura. So she started commenting about this. Sabi ko, di naman debate to, Laura. Fine, I just won't talk. Sabi ko, oh, please don't. Medyo too far yun. The tone of voice that I said it in was a little bit too far. So nag-walk out. Ayun, teleserye moment. Let's walk out. So, may message ko siya, sorry. Because I explained ko sa kanya later that night. I'm just a lot of the stuff on my mind and all of that. And sorry. And it's not just now. It's every day. super like feeling ko I can make that into a script. So there are times like where it's I get so short with my answers. And it can come across as rude and snobbish, which is everyone lahat naman. Find me one person who doesn't have that.
Wala.
And I will give you 1 million pesos. And
wala, lahat ganyan.
Wala na akong 1 million pesos, lahat na kay Miss Anna.
O hindi.
Discount naman. Ay, di joke.
Oy!
Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. Kung gusto niyo ng workshop kasama si Miss Ana, i-plug ko lang ngayon. Pwede mag-online workshop, pwede din mag face-to-face syempre pag clear na yung virus at wala na yan. Pwede mag
May
one-to-one
vaccine.
workshop. Pag may vaccine na, pwede bumalik. Ang TF niya per hours 300K. Tama ba? Hey, that's a joke, guys. 300 to 350 per hour
Nagbabalik din
at
ako ng
2
cheque.
hours yung ano.
Nagbabalik din ako ng cheque pag hindi tayo magkasundo sa workshop.
Tapos pinapalayas mo din ako.
Or
Andun
then,
ay na, joke. Guys, it's a joke. She's not actually 300K.
Tama na. Ako yung,
Namumula na si Miss Ana. I can see it. Lumalabas yung vein mo
parang,
dito sa
don't you
forehead.
fucking say it.
Okay, tama.
Meron kami nitong si Edward lang ang estudyante kong hindi, wag ko na sabihin.
Favoritism.
Hindi. Kasi merong isang workshop na, bait kasi tong si Edward. Tsaka, naman yan, kahit ganyan yan, siya, very respectful. Meron may exercise na, kailangan kong matanggal yung, it's called an irreverence exercise. So, kailangan, how do I explain it, Edward? An irreverence. Parang I felt na, masyadong nakakahon na, masyadong matinee idol, masyadong mabait, boy next door si Edward. Hindi siya
I'm too polite.
You were being too polite and too like a caricature cartoon na, it's too much of a lovey-dovey ganon. So, I wanted to break that so that you can be more free with your body, with your voice, with your emotions. So, sabi ko, sige, sige, mag-away ka, awayin mo. Wala siyang maaway. Ako, awayin mo ako. Murahin mo ako. Sige.
Tapos, she insulted me ng hindi naman yung, binas niya ako.
Pinovoke kita, no?
Yeah, you provoked me, tapos minura mo ako. Tapos, then I got angry and I started doing it to you. So ngayon, may nag-comment na parang wala siyang alam. So, the whole point is, in acting, lahat ng emotions, pantay-pantay. Kung ano man yan, galit, takot, love, lust, whatever it may be, pantay yun.
Yeah,
so, Miss Ana.
As an actor, your main rule is, pag actor ka, lahat ng emosyon equal. Love is equal, expressing love is equal to expressing hate, is equal to expressing jealousy, anger, love, kilig, libog, lahat yan pantay-pantay kasi bilang artista, kailangan kaya mong accessin yan lahat. Wala kang judgment. Oras na mag-judge ka ng emotion, di para mong ginapos yung sarili mo. Huwag ka na mate. Anyways, masyadong polite itong si Edward. Ayaw kumalas sa pagiging polite. Exercise lang to, ganun. Murahin mo ako, awayin mo ako. Ayaw. Masyadong mabait. Minura ko.
Lumabas yung demonyo.
Ala! Dire-diretso na siya. Parang Armalite. So ngayon, ang affection namin ni Edward, pag aalis na, tapos ng workshop, fuck you. Fuck you, Miss Ana. Fuck you too. Little finger. Ganyan.
Because, syempre, in terms of remaining, some people right now say, oh, Edward is doing that. Yes, guys. Totoo naman. Lahat naman. One of the reasons why I love Ate Vice Ganda is she's so open with her fans na hindi ako, nag-yosi din ako, nagmumura din ako. I party too. And I love that. I think that's so beautiful because may supernatural, superficial standards in the
Yeah.
industry.
Tsaka, example
So,
ko lang, like when you did Combat, when he was doing Combat, tapos yung part na naka-cage siya. Yung, ano matawag doon? Hawla? Nakakulong ka. And you were
yeah, yeah.
so angry because, you know, papatayin yung nanay mo, ganyan, 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 and you had to express your anger. If hindi siya free to express yung anger dahil masyado siyang polite, hindi niya magagawa yung eksena yun. Nang ganun ka
Yeah.
free, na ganun ka large. So, kaya,
Actually, yung eksena na yan, actually, there was one scene. Actually, guys, when I was doing Combat, halos bawat taping day, mini-message ko si Miss Anna. Tinatawag ko si Miss Anna. Uy, ito yung susunod kong eksena. Natatakot ako dito. Tapos, nervous ako dito sa eksena nito. There was this one scene talaga na parang pinatay niya yung kaibigan kong paniki. So, kasi I forgot the names. Oh my goodness. But I had two friends
they
that
were
were
two, diba?
pets. Yeah, and they killed one of them. Si Kuya Epi killed them. And there was this one part, nagulat si Kuya Epi, I think. Because what happened was, wala sa script to. I was supposed to be crying, like holding the bat and crying. Pero, I don't know why. I just felt angry. I didn't see ako bilang, my character. Oh my God, I even forgot the name of my character. But me being that character, inisip ko na parang, ano
You
yung
wouldn't be
point dito?
crying.
Yeah, the protector ako, ba't ako umiiyak? So, ang ginawa ko, di pa tapos yung lines niya, sumigaw lang ako. I just shouted at him. Tapos tinuloy niya yung lines niya. I was like, what the heck? I don't know. That's one of the things. That was one of the fulfillment moments na parang wala akong pakialam kung okay yun kay Direk. Basta ako.
You felt it.
I felt that. So do it. And that's very applicable to life in general. Like I had some friends. One of them had a business deal. And this was just before quarantine or nung nag-start talaga yung
Ayun,
nung
iking daw.
nagsimula yung iking, of course, iking. How could I forget? Na-trauma ako sa green screen. Tuwing nakikita ko yung green screen, nagtutwitch na yung ulo ko.
Ganun ka na.
I had a friend who was just before quarantine, like just before or just as COVID was really starting. He was about to get like a giant deal for face masks shipped in from London because ubos na dito, di ba? And he was gonna get like multi-million peso deal for with face masks. And what's my point here? Yeah, okay, I got it. And he was talking about like, bro, it didn't push through. One of the clients was actually a scammer and stuff like that. But this guy, he works for his dad or with his dad. Pero itong deal nito, sa kanya lang. And there's some times where you really have to, parang huwag kayo matakot na to do something na that's not in the normal. Lalo dito sa Pilipinas, lagi naman may hierarchy. May boss. At yung boss mo, may boss din. At parang ikaw yung nasa pinakababa. So, may ganun. And it's like that even in relationships and families, may ganun. So, huwag kayong matakot na if you believe in an idea, if it's shouting in a scene or getting a business deal, like, stand up.
Yeah.
Inspirational news.
Yeah.
Actually, nakuha ko lang yun sa Instagram. Ito. Nakuha ko lang sa motivational
ka pala,
posts.
kala ko. Profound ka na eh.
Hindi, totoo yan. Totoo.
Ayun. O siya, matulog ka na.
Ilan oras? 2 hours na yung live.
2 hours na, 39 seconds na lang. Kakat na to.
Really? Ganun ba yun?
Hindi, uulit ako ng last, tapos last 5 minutes para mag-wrap up tayo. Wrap up!
Okay.
Okay, uulit ako. Bye-bye.